Okay, so hi everybody. Short video on putting a aluminium floor into a boat world 330. So this is the bag as it comes in, which is absolutely brutally heavy. As you can see, I'll just zip it and show you what comes in the bag. So first of all, we have this section here, which is triangular. So that's for the top. So it comes in 4 sections. So this section here has got a pad on it for your battery or your fuel tank to sit on. So that's for up at the transom. So as ever, make sure you put your boat out onto something like a tarpaulin. Then set the bag on top and then open the boat out onto the bag. So you can see it's not rolled out yet, so I'll just open it up. So it's got rolled out. And this has been in the bag for quite a few weeks. So that's just going to be, it's going to be tight to get the floor in. So we're saying get the boat opened up. And put it out. That simple. Best you can. I'll just show you what it's like when it's been rolled up for a while. There you can see. There's just these bits in here that you want. You can see the camera. You can see how tight that is. So all this needs freed up. And we're going to do that by blowing it up. So the first thing to do is get your air pump and blow it up to about 3/4. And then air pump comes with a lot of different connections. Very handy. You don't need to plug it into the car. You just charge it up when you need it. So you can take it right down to the water side with you. So first thing is get the boat blew up to 3/4. 3/4 inflation. So this boat. So as you can see, I'm just getting the bow section here. Make sure it's the right way around. There's a hole in the middle of it, which is for the floor valve. So just make sure that the floor valve is exposed and not trapped, because you won't have to inflate that later on. So just make sure it's really well tied up and forced up, so there's no gaps. Make sure the valve cover, so make sure it's right way up, and the hole is over the valve cover, so you can blow it up there. So get it well in, and also the other section at the transom as well. Make sure it's well fitted in, pushed in under the transom, and at the pads are facing upwards for the battery to sit on. And then once that's in and we're happy, we're going to put the 2 valve covers back on for the tubes, the side tubes, before we fit the 2 remaining sections. So we're going to fit the 2 middle sections now. So we take the first piece, which is going to fit into the front part of the boat. So it just fits in a little groove. So we just fit the 2 grooves together, slot it in, make sure it's tight to either edge and lined up. And just be careful to pinch the sides of the tubes as you do it. And then we take the 4th section and it fits into the transom part of the floor. Again, it's just a slots in. And we push it down so it's tight in against the sides of the tubes. Be careful not to pinch the tubes again. And the 2 pieces of floor will overlap in the middle. That's fine. All we're going to do is get ourselves out of the boat, lift the two middle sections up into a V shape, like a triangular shape, and again slot them together in that position, and then force them down towards the floor of the boat until they lock in place. Be careful not to pinch the sides of the tubes and make sure they're nice and lined up. So you can see that they're both in place and they're overlapping in the middle. So what we need to do then is just lift them, both of them up, two middle sections up till they meet in the middle in a V shape, and slot them together, and then just push them down towards the floor, and making sure they're aligned at either side. It can be a bit awkward, this part, so just take your time and watch you don't pinch your fingers as well. And once that's done, then I'm going to move on to putting the side retaining bars in, which is pretty straightforward, and that's the job done. Okay, so a good tip for this then is to get one of your oars, which you'll have with you, place it under the boat and create a ridge where the floor meets the tube of the boat. So you want like the tube of the boat to sort of lean over. It makes it a lot easier to get these bars in. So once you put the oar in, then we get the first bar. So as you can see, each bar's got a slot running down it and a sloping side. So the sloping side goes faces outwards, and the slot just clicks in around the side of the flooring section. And each bar is exactly the same. Uh, so just make sure that each bar straddles across where the two parts of the flooring meet, just to get that extra bit of support. Um, as you can see, with the oar underneath, it slots in really easily. Um, the second one, as you can see, I'm struggling a little bit here, is because I haven't got it far enough up. So just make sure it's far enough up, and make sure again it goes across where the two bits of flooring meet, and you'll be fine. So it's just a case of doing the same thing on the other side, and then that's your floor in. Um, yeah, so we're just going to take the oar out over the other side and just repeat, and that's the floor in. So this is what it looks like when it's in. So once the whole floor's in, what we're going to want to do now is put our seats in. So put the seats on when the boat's not fully inflated. It's a lot easier. And then fully inflate the boat. So just a quick look around there. You can see the bars are in. Floor's all nicely fitted. Gives a good, it's really gives a good rigidity to the boat, and something really firm to stand on, especially when you're out fishing or moving around quite a lot. So there you go. That's me. Thanks for watching. Have a great day out in the water. All the best. Bye. Bye.